I'm excited to bring you Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies. Lots of interesting stuff going on. Let's jump first into Bitcoin. Of course, we have seen Bitcoin on the fly as it started after 2 weeks of moving down, starting on the week beginning the 15th of January, then the 26th. Then we saw things slowing down. We had that interim low with higher than average volume going from red to green. Average volume that first week was weak, but then started building, reaching a crescendo on Monday where things went as high as $69,210. Now we're almost up to average volume just on Tuesday. However, starting around 10:15 on Monday, Bitcoin started pulling back drastically, right now down 7.51%. And again, we can see a spinning top going from just green up candles for 6, 7, 8 days. Spinning top now on the 2-day candle with higher than average volume. And like we said, really spiking down throughout the day on Tuesday. So Bitcoin pulling back. Doesn't mean the move is over, but it's getting more interesting. Let's look at Ethereum. It also started moving up with a spinning top, higher than average volume, going from red to green. And of course, we had the bottom tested there on the week beginning the 22nd of January with a spinning red top, then turning around and again surging and building. We see that Ethereum's down for the day 4.08% right now as I record this for you, spiking down the most in the afternoon, just hammering down to a low of $3,205.90 from a high throughout I guess on Monday we saw things reach the high of 38.27. So 38.27 all the way down to 32.05. So again, in just the course of a day. So again, Ethereum has been surging there as Bitcoin has been doing the same. And with that pullback on Tuesday, we saw Ethereum do the same thing. Let's look at the top 10 crypto chart. Again, weighted by market share. This is the Bitwise 10 Crypto Index Fund. We can see again a smashing week with a high of 32.20. Of course, we saw things pulling back strong in the afternoon with really high volume. So we'll keep our eye on that as the week continues to move along. But exciting things going on in cryptocurrencies. Let's take a look quick at commodities. I got one in particular I want you to see. As we look at corn, we can see corn's been going down, 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 down. First little green sign we've seen with lots of volume. Higher than average volume last week, first time in a while. And then turning around this week, maybe corn's going to make a comeback. Look at gas. This first is natural gas. U.S. nat gas, after many, many, many weeks of down movement, we see things moving over, going into the green. Look at oil itself going into its, after a sideways slide these last 4 weeks, oil going up, down some for the last day and a half, not reaching the high of last week, but green up candles on that weekly chart. That's nice to see, but here's what I really wanted to show you. Silver. Just like we've seen gold taking off, silver, of course, meandering for the last few weeks. It was down, then it was a green spinning top, then it was down, then it was a green spinning top, another green spinning top, a doji last week with average volume. And we go back and we see average volume on that green spinning top, a little higher than average, where it, pretty much hit the most recent low. And then took it a while, but man, it has taken off with fire this week, just blasting up. Now pulling back in the afternoon for the day, down 0.87%. But we saw several days of super strong silver moving up. So keep an eye on silver. Might give you an opportunity by the end of the week to jump into a practice trade here if that continues along. Now we will go to world currencies. First thing we'll take a look at, British pound. It is again continuing to try to gain a little energy. We saw where it hit its interim low, spiking down with lots of volume, followed not by a green candle, but by a red candle without a lot of volume. The most volume we've seen was last week, and that was a spinning top, but it is trying to chug along and move up. We look at the euro. Euro also over the last 3 weeks trying to move up. Again, some volume last week. We'll see where this week. Don't see a lot there getting toward average volume, but we're only 2 days in to a 5-day candle. Looks like the euro's trying to move up. Japanese yen, could it be trying to find a bottom there, or is it just bottomless? Now we look at where the yen hit bottom before, and we can see it was right around this same point. So keep that in mind if you start seeing green candles grow. Of course, when it turned around, it opened at 61.70 up to a high of 66.12. So, there's something to be made there if the yen turns around and repeats what it did before. You can see it reached a little bit higher high when we go back to those other green candles. But again, might be some opportunities there. Hell, there are opportunities everywhere. So appreciate you being with us. We love bringing you charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies. So it gives you just something different to look at all across the board. Everywhere from, raw materials to foreign currencies to cryptocurrencies. It's just interesting, and we love bringing it to you. We also love to hear from you, cw@chartingwealth.com. Let us hear your questions, concerns, trainings that you need, things you don't understand. Let us hear from you. And, of course, consider becoming a Patreon supporter. First thing you get, Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way, 3-part series, plus all the other goodies each and every week.